What's going on, guys? What's going on? I had the weekend off. You guys know how it is. I had a video scheduled for you guys today. I'm going to be real with you. Wasn't this video. But something happened and something dropped today that I was like, you know what? We got to talk about this. So I kicked the messy video because it's a very messy video. It's a very messy video. I kicked that down the road, maybe a day or two. So, everyone gather around. We're going to talk about Halo Infinite. Yes, Halo Infinite. The game that everyone, including myself, was underwhelmed with when it comes to how the game was developed, certain aspects of the game. But I think we can all agree that 343 has turned it around a little bit. You know, just a little bit. They have came back to the drawing table, and it does feel like this is a different game than at launch. Does that make it acceptable? That's the biggest question. Is it acceptable that the game came out in the condition it was as a games as a service? Now, we got to admit, the game worked functionally well as just a launch title. Well, it didn't launch with the Series X, but the way the game came out in the condition it was, I think we can all agree it was a solid experience. But when you actually start comparing it to games as a service, to what's going on in the industry now, that's where it starts to fall short a little bit. Now, let's do this. Let's both of us will come together. Well, not both of us. There's going to be a bunch of people. We're going to come together and we're going to watch the Halo Infinite trailer. And then we're going to talk about this and, you know, whether or not I personally feel like this can actually improve the game, like logistic-wise, long-term. Let's do this. Probably won't talk a whole lot because I know some of you probably haven't watched it, but we will discuss this and the state of Halo after this. I like how they're bringing stuff from older Halos back. Flood-inspired customization. Very nice. They have needle hazard parts on the map. This part's kind of funny. AI to forge creation. Keep that in mind, guys. Earn XP in custom games. They're breaking the barriers down when it comes to, you know, audio and stuff. And it's not over, guys. Coming to season Firefight King of the Hill. All right, so let's go over this a little bit in general. All right, let's talk about this. All right, first thing that they're doing is they are bringing back extraction mode from Halo 4. What I like about this is it's showing that they do acknowledge there is really good things that's happened in the past in Halo. And they're going back to those older modes and they're bringing it forward. I think that's very good, and I think that's important for Halo to bring some of the stuff back that people liked in the past, rebrand it, and push it back out to forward. I really enjoy that. I think that's good. You know, what I thought was interesting is they're putting flood-inspired customization. As you guys can see here, you know, got this weird-looking armor. I like that because it shows that they are going to do something with the flood. Now, in Halo Wars 2, the flood came back in full-blown thing. It came back in Halo Wars 2. It was in the DLC with Halo Wars 2, and I expected already to see the flood back in Halo 5 or Halo Infinite, for that matter, Halo Infinite. So I think it's interesting that they're bringing the flood back. You know, one thing that was cool is they had the the needle crystals. It was like hazard stage thing where you could shoot it and it would chase them like a needler was. Stuff like this I feel is going to be very beneficial for them because it's expanding certain aspects of Halo that's going to work well, and it's really bringing Halo modern more than it already has been. And one thing I want to really point out is, they're bringing more maps to Halo, which is always a good thing. And the biggest thing I think that people aren't going to really look at is the fact that they're doing AI creation. They're doing AI creations on Forge. Now, the reason that this is big is because I feel like a lot of the community has took the Forge mode that Halo Infinite has because it's very in-depth and you can do a lot of things with it. And that alone has brought a lot of replay, brought a lot of value to Halo Infinite in general. Now it looks like they're taking that a step forward. They're like, okay, we got a lot of this taken care of because of Halo Infinite. Let's go ahead and let's bring that up and let's start doing AI aspects on it. So they can have, like, we saw Firefight coming back with King of Hill. They're going to have your own version of Firefight. You can make your own version of Firefight. And the biggest thing that I don't think a lot of people I've seen talking about is this: the fact that they're letting you earn battle pass in custom games. Now, the reason that's big is because they acknowledge that, okay, we have our own form of stuff that you can do and you can acquire XP for your battle pass. But we understand, what's the point in having these crazy tools to make your own stuff if we're not giving you the option to play in that stuff and get your own XP through custom games? And I think that's cool because at the end of the day, what is the point in locking stuff behind a wall? If they pay that $10 and they want to play with their friends, let them own that XP. Even if there's some farming going on and people do stuff to max out your season pass in a couple hours, who cares? They paid for that. Let them cash in on that stuff because, let them do it all. It doesn't matter at that point. You got what you wanted, it was the money. So, stuff like this, I think that Halo Infinite's future is still flimsy, but I would say that they are replacing some of the floors. They are making it a little bit more valuable to go and play Halo Infinite. I don't know what the Steam numbers are right now. I don't know what the Xbox numbers are right now. But what I do know is what I see is they're giving faith and hope back into the community. They're showing you that we can do things right. I still think they got a long way to go. To me, what's going to bring Halo back to the front lines of the war. I can't believe I just referred to console wars as a legit war. But anyway, what's going to bring them back to the front lines is a huge, massive story DLC on top of another massive multiplayer DLC. You got to give these people incentive to come back, which is story. People, Master Chief is the center of Halo. And until you give people a huge expansion when it comes to story-related, narrative-focused experience, people will come back, the multiplayer people, but there's a lot of multiplayer people that like single-player experience as well. And those are the people you want back. You want the people that do both. You want the people that are really invested into Halo as a narrative experience, and they're also going to come back and play that multiplayer experience. But you got to give them a reason to. And that's why I think your next best thing is you need to be investing into single-player, narrative-focused, driven content with another massive multiplayer content. And I think you'll start to see those Halo numbers increase. Obviously, work with the community, work with streamers, work with YouTubers, get the point across. Sometimes when a brand has been hit as hard as Halo has, it's going to take some time and some help from people to get it back on track to where it needs to be. But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think that, do you think there's anything that Microsoft and Xbox can do to get Halo back to where it used to be, or do you think it's essentially over? I'm very curious your guys' opinion in the comment section below. And until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace. Definitely hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this video. Sub, man. I make weekly content.